Hi there, day 54, I believe. Geez, slowly I'm getting towards the end of this. I tell you, there are days like today where if I didn't have the challenge, I probably wouldn't have done anything. But I spent a good an hour and a half or so reading the transcript of Kim Young-ha's podcast on my iPad since I've gone through and saved all the words now. It's hard. There's lots of stuff I don't understand. There's lots of words that I can't even get a definition from the dictionary for. But I kind of understand it, and every time I read it, I understand a bit more when I listen. And it kind of reminded me that, some people can't deal with the fact that they don't understand. To me, I think not understanding is a condition of language learning. There's always things that I don't understand. There's always whole sentences that I don't understand. There's individual words that I don't understand. There's forms of the language. Why is it this form instead of that form that I don't understand? And that doesn't bother me. I just proceed reading, getting what I can out of it, interpreting it my way, exposing myself to the language. Because I have the experience, I know that eventually it will become clearer. But a lot of people, and we see this on our forum at Link, like, what does this word mean? This particular word, and they're so fussed about those things. And in a way, all the time we spend, at least my way of learning, is the time that I spend trying to nail those things down is time that I could be spending absorbing more and more of the language. So I think it's important to accept the fact that there's always things that we don't understand. Just as we will always, not always, but we learn from making mistakes, I believe we also learn from working with material where we don't understand. And it shouldn't bother us. I think people want things nailed down too much. Someone asked me here on my YouTube channel, I'm learning French, but do you think French is a useful language? I mean, I'm learning Korean. How useful is Korean? And what's your definition of useful? Learn Chinese because it's useful? I'm not sure it will be useful, despite all the hype. However, Chinese is a fascinating language, fascinating culture. Guaranteed you'll have lots of rich encounters with Chinese people, with Chinese culture and so forth. Useful, unless you're doing business in China, probably not so useful. Same way with French. You may end up doing business in a French-speaking country, but more than that, French, you can access the literature, you can travel and enjoy France. So every language is useful. I never question, is this more useful than that? I don't know. Czech was useful when I visited the Czech Republic. Romanian was useful when I was in Romania. So anyway, I will continue. Now, if I didn't have to do these videos every day and wait for them to load up, I'd have another 15, 20 minutes to spend on my Korean learning. But I will continue doing these until the end of the 90-day challenge. I hope you guys are all working